So now it's my turn. I'm going to tell you the story of a time 2 years ago. We had 4 cycles of University Innovation Fellows training under our belt. The White House had just featured one of our fellows for the $20 million he helped raise for a design institute after creating a space and bringing together interdisciplinary teams of students who wanted to innovate. It had a huge impact. We tripled enrollment in UIF training, which, as you know, students cited as an incredible amount of work, almost like taking another 4-credit class, right? But one that really prepared them to understand their campus ecosystem. We had a movement on our hands and had to lean in to think about how to train by video conference and at scale. And those students, they raced hard towards the finish line because they would get to come to Silicon Valley for 4 days. For them, they had been given the opportunity of a lifetime to fly to Silicon Valley right after training and go to a faculty conference about how to nurture a creative and entrepreneurial culture. People were ready. 80 people had booked flights, and that's when I got the call. The UIF team no longer has hotel rooms in Silicon Valley. They wanted to prioritize faculty attendance so the students could no longer come. That was the news I was asked to deliver to fellows in the spring of 2014. I couldn't bring myself to it. I understood that leadership had invested 15 years into change strategies through faculty. But how could they not see the potential that we saw? The NSF told us that this student program was one of the more interesting things coming out of our work. That this type of student involvement was very powerful, having witnessed our own students. I understood this initial skepticism, that students could have a capacity to understand, navigate, and influence change. But we proved this could be done, and we really believed in this. This is not unlike the situation on your own campuses. Not all of you, but for many of you. Well-meaning campus faculty and administrators protect a vision they believe only they were destined to execute. They don't see that support for your efforts could make you, the student, and them look good. If you ask Clay Christensen, he calls it the innovator's dilemma. Your efforts might render me obsolete. All these years, I've been advocating for innovation and entrepreneurship, and now some whippersnapper is going to show me up. And for what? That crazy notion that all students should become entrepreneurs? Well, if that's what we were doing, then true. But no. We believe all students should have an entrepreneurial mindset, to have creative confidence, to employ inclusive strategies to bring all types of students into what should become mainstream education. And here I was having to tell 80 students who were ready to execute that vision that their participation wasn't valued as much as their faculty partners. That night, the manifesto was born. We believe students can change the world. Our ideas matter. Our efforts can make the difference. The next day, Lori Moore designed it and put it on the back of a black t-shirt. Later that day, my partner in crime, Leticia Bridges-Cavanero, called me with incredible news. The D.school, where she had been teaching for the last 3 years, would give us space to host an event. That would be what you now know as the Silicon Valley Meetup. Katie Dugan, who we had just hired as a fellow from University of Illinois, Southern Illinois, Carbondale, she and I would go back to putting fellows through that training. Leticia spent hundreds of hours creating what would be an amazing, transformative learning experience for 80 change agents who would return to their campuses on fire to bring back all kinds of positive impact. And the persistence paid off. We are now 10x that movement. If you really believe in something, don't let anybody stop you. Find a professor who will support you. If there's red tape in your way, untangle it. Change isn't easy. The 2 years that followed weren't easy. But our team persisted because we believed in this moonshot strategy. Many of you have supported faculty and administration. Some of you, not so much. Know this. All of us face struggle, whether it's in our personal or professional lives. It's how we persist through that struggle that defines us as change agents. Because now more than ever, our nations need us. Thank you.